Now, the Rambam is continuing to say, "En tshuva velo Yom Kippurim, the tshuva will not help, and Yom Kippur also will not help. It's mechaper אלא על עבירות שבין אדם למקום. Between a person to a person is okay. מאיר, על המלבן. אפשר לעשות שם. So now, עבירות that we did between us and Hashem automatically, okay, so okay, we'll give you a chance, every second. Not so pashut, but after all, כגון, מי שאכל דבר אסור. If somebody ate non-kosher, and now he wants to come to Yom Kippur, he's doing tshuva, So, okay. But the stain is still there, the stain. Okay, you're doing tshuva, okay, we take it out. But, okay, you still have a stain. How are we going to get rid of the stain? Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur took the stain out. All right? Now, or Baal Beila Surah Bechayose Bain. He had a girlfriend and so on, and they lived like, with no boundaries. And now is the Isurim Shel Karet, or he went with the Goya, right? Now he's doing tshuva. He said, okay, what did I do? He said that, but the stain is still there. Hashem will erase it. Yom Kippur. Yeah. Yom Kippur will clean there. אבל העבירות שבין אדם לחברו, between a person to a person, כגון החובל את חברו, somebody gave his pen to his friend, he did damage to his friend. או המקלל את חברו, you cursed yourself. Okay, now imagine how many couples, husband and wife, in the same house, living together, and sometimes cursing each other in any language that they can. Right? Whatever comes first. Right? Yeah, that's the mitzvot, that's the reality. Or gozlov, meaning he is stealing from him, not stealing only something physical, stealing his mind. That's called gezer also. וכיוצא בהן, and etc. אינו נמחל לו לעולם. Hashem will never forgive you. This is not erasable. Even Kippur not going to help you. Yisurim גם is not going to help you. שום דבר. עד שייתן לחברו מה שהוא חייב לו וירצה. Now, you have to go and comfort your friend, make up with him. Okay? If you took something from him, give it back to him. And until it'll be okay with you. That's the law. A person can die with this. A person can die and upstairs is not going to be fun. Not at all. So,
And if a person forgave, he asks for forgiveness, you still have to ask Hashem to forgive you?
no. The moment that the friend forgives you,
That's it.
that's it.
No stain.
No stain anymore. גמרנו. Case is closed.
What if he's not poor?
Ah,
What if he's not poor?
no. What do we call apikoros?
Let's say he did something negative to you, did something negative to him. Now you think back, I shouldn't have done that. But go ask him for forgiveness. No, he's like
Is
not a
what?
good person. Apikoros, like he's against Hashem, he's way against religion.
Apikoros is someone that went to yeshiva, he knows everything and he turned upside down. A person that never saw a book, can you call him apikoros? Is
But he hates religion.
from, because he doesn't know what it means. How does he know? When he will know, maybe he will change his mind. At the moment, he's not apikoros. What the Gemara called apikoros is a person that knew the Torah very well, and he turned around 180 degrees. That's called apikoros. For a person just to hate the religion is, you know what is it? Analphabet. You know what analphabet means? Even alphabet, it doesn't.
I think they showed
Yeah. All yours.
they showed one guy after the government accepted this law about changing the curriculum.
Yeah.
They showed one, I think, Hasid, religious, and now they showed him now. He's like a goat.
He's apikoros.
Like a goat.
That's apikoros.
And they put him.
Yeah.
They showed the picture who he was before, and now he's saying, "Oh, I never received any secular education." And he looks goy.
Went up to there.
Like the way he looks, no kippah.
There's documentaries on Netflix for against talking about against religion. People who are religious, Satmar and all that stuff, went completely against it. They're talking about how bad it is.
Okay. From the other side, you have people that were there and they came back here. Why don't they put them together and the people that were there, they say, hey, hello, bo motik. Come, I'll teach you what does it mean. You temple, you idiot. That's what you are. Pay attention. I never saw yet a program that they brought a person that did Teshuva talking to a person that went off the derech. They will never do it. They do whatever
Is
comfortable for them in order to serve their purposes.
Does it affect our yeshivot here? We do get secular education.
Right away, the mayor, when he heard this, he said, no, it needs investigation, meaning investigation means it's going to go inside the drawer and it will stay there. They're not going to start with this. They're not going to start. Because then they're going to lose all the Hasidim. They will not vote for them anymore. And they'll be in trouble. Now, even though I took something from you, okay, let's say I stole from you, I gave it back to you, I'll say I'm sorry. צריך לרצותו ולשאול ממנו שימחול לו. He said, I hope that you're going to be mochel me. I'm sorry I caused you inconvenience and pain and so on. Until the person will say, don't worry, okay, it's fine, okay. Then it's erased from the system.
Is it necessary to say 3 times I forgive you, I forgive you?
No. Yeah. without permission. אפילו לא הקניד את חברו אלא בדברים. You know what? You're stupid. You're saying to him nice words. צריך לפייסו. Now you have to come down, you have to make up with him, okay? ולפגע בו עד שימחול. You have to ask from him mechila, okay? Now imagine a husband saying to his wife something which is not nice. And she got hurt. And the husband said, you deserve it. Next time don't start with me. Right? And his friend said, you, Habibi, very good. Now you know how to put your wife in place. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Even at home.
Nobody's there. So
Nobody's there. She got hurt, no? But she is not a person. Huh?
It's not private. I'm a woman.
No.
Wife private said something that she got hurt. But the third person, no.
It's not for a third person. It's only between you and me. Only between you and me. You see, the Rambam, don't talk now publicly, b'chlal, it's a different league all the way. He said, a person, you told him things that he got hurt. And yet we're saying in our language, I'm condemned kid. Okay? He is proud of himself. He's proud of himself. Which is a terrible thing. Terrible. Now go make up with a woman that got hurt. Why? Oh boy. I'm saying it all the time. Man, they made from sand, from earth. So earth, if you make a hole, then you make, come on, finish, done. Right? A lady made out of bone. If you make a scratch in the bone, how long it takes to heal? And they have a memory, voila. Wow. Wow. She remembered details by details. Even she tell you what you were, where was it, okay? And sometimes what she is saying, what she is, she has imagination. This they remember, always. Okay. So this one is Bemet is something very fair. Bemet is fair. לא רצה חברו לבחור לו. Now his friend got very hurt. He says, I don't want to be mochel. You destroyed me. מביא לו שורה של 3 בני אדם מרעיו, ופוגעים לו ומבקשים ממנו. Now you have to go bring friends that knows this person well, and they will talk to him. And say, you know, Yom Kippur is coming. No, don't hold, it's a mitzvah to let go. Meaning now you're sending messengers. Sending messengers. Is it comfortable? Not comfortable at all. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Hello.
And bring the people who was
Yeah.
from there, they're gonna come like
Friends. Yeah. That's nice. That's very nice. You can go, Habibi. Make sure to know exactly how long it is menstrual.
How long?
Yeah. Okay. So,
You made his night.
oh yes, this guy. Baruch Hashem. Now, לא נתרצה להם. To say, no, I'm not going. Don't even try to comfort me. I got so hurt. This guy, I don't want to be mocked. Okay.
Is he going against the Rambam?
מביא לו שנייה ושלישית. Another 3 people. Another 3 people. Already 9 people came. לא רצה. He doesn't want. מניחו והולך לו. Okay. You did your job. You can go. 3 times, it's enough. וזה שלא מחל, הוא החוטא. Now he became the sinner. I tried by myself, didn't work. I sent 3 people 1 time, didn't work. 3 people 2nd time, didn't work. 3 people 3rd time, didn't work. What else should I do? So he has a problem. Now this guy, Behemet, has a problem.
He's not forgiving.
Yes. Yes. So now they tell you off the hook. Now he is on the hook. So now he will start to be over Isurim Midoraita. Lo tikom, lo titov, right? You're not allowed to hold a grudge and don't seek for revenge, right? From that moment on, the clock starts to tick. Okay? זהו. ואם היה רבו, but if you said something not nice to your Rebbe, okay? You said something not nice, so הולך ובא אפילו 1,000 פעם. 1,000 times you have to come back and forth. Rebbe, please, במחילה, he can play with you until 1,000 times. עד שימחול לו.
Literally?
מה? Yeah. Yes.
I read some place that they put the rabbit, the person who put the rabbit, he's going to be like that. Even the rabbit forgive, he is not.
If the Rebbe will be mochel mechila gvura, nothing will happen. That's what the law says.
What if a person forgives, but in his heart he
No.
It didn't forgive.
It means you didn't forgive.
but the person thinks he forgave, that's it. Just go.
Then it becomes your problem.
Meaning you already
Either you say yes, either you say no. But don't say from the outside, okay, and then in your heart,
Still fine.
that person is forgiven according to that.
yeah. אסור לאדם להיות אכזרי. A person should not be wicked. אסור. To be mean and cruel is אסור. ולא יתפייס. I don't want to forgive you. I don't want to. אלא יהיה נוח לרצות וקשה לכעוס. When they come to tell you, I'm sorry, right away say, okay, fine. וקשה לכעוס. Don't be fast to get angry. Some people, they have temper issues, all kinds of issues. They get upset very fast. Very fast. But some people is the other way. You cannot get them angry so fast. Right?
If you get angry, oh.
That's what Hillel Azaken said to the guy who came to drive him crazy Erev Shabbat. He said that he doesn't get upset. On the contrary, he's answering back to him. With patience. He thought that he will make him upset, and he said he's not getting upset. So then he told him, how come you didn't get upset? He said, because of you, I lost 400,000. And so Hillel told him, you better lose 400,000, and because if I'll get upset, you're not getting out of here. Okay, you're not getting out of here because when they get upset, oh boy. So don't get them upset. בשעה שמבקש ממנו החוטא למחול, he said, I was a sinner, I'm coming to you, I said, go. Right? Don't be tough now. מוחל בלב שלם, you see what you said? מוחל בלב שלם, meaning in your heart also you have to be. Nothing should stay there. ובנפש חפצה is yes, I'm willing to forgive you by all means, yes. Why? Because after all, they're all your brothers. You know that?
That he said somebody might forget from the adoption, but the company, the family or friend, the guy to forget, let it go. But bring him again. This you forgot. That guy did such a thing to you, you still hurting. Even though you forget that, bring him back to his neshama. What he did.
Okay, so now
that's not what you bring everything fresh.
You forgive, but you don't forget.
No, I'm saying it. You forgive. I forget something, but as far as my wife, you forgot this guy you such a thing you give him. You start all over. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, it's a common problem, but when it's out of the system, it will not going to bother you anymore because it's not there anymore. When a little bit is there, it will ignite all over again. So that's why the Rambam said you have to know, you have to be particular with every word that he writes. The Rambam saying, Lev Shalem, nothing should stay there. Nothing. Erase it totally from the system. So it's not so easy to do tshuva. You know, people think I come here, and then, it's not working. It's not. ואפילו עצר לו וחטא לו הרבה. He did to him, you know. Sometimes a person said about you, לשון הרע, and he killed a shidduch. He killed a shidduch for you. He did you a damage, you know. So now, you can say, how can I forgive you when my daughter is still home? Or my son is still home? But the person comes and say, you know what I did, I'm sorry. He said, lo yikom velo yitov. Don't hold a grudge and don't seek for revenge. Why? Why? After all, when we all have to know, we are only soldiers of Hashem. And Hashem is the chief general, and he will assign you according to what it needs. So this person, Hashem sent them to jeopardize the shidduch. Hashem didn't want to happen. It's not because of him. He is only the mailman that came to tell you what Hashem wants to tell you. And at the end, it's Letova. At the end, it's going to be good because Kol Man David Rahman Letava. Whatever Hashem is doing is always for the good. You don't see it? Okay. We cannot see it because we're not God. Sometimes you see a boy, very nice boy, and he says, "For my daughter, very good." They're going out, very close to engagement. Boom! All of a sudden, somebody said something. Blah, blah, blah. They killed it. And now you and your wife sitting there. Hashem knows what's going to happen. 5 years pass, you 5 years already eating yourself. Pitom you here and you don't know even, he's on the verge of divorce already from the wife that he got married. And you said, why they getting a divorce? Somebody comes and said, he is abusive. He needs help, he's sick. Now you're saying, why? No. Yeah? Yeah. So now,
Don't go over there.
your wife and you're going to sit down and say, oh, wow, such a mazal. Imagine our daughter will marry him, he will abuse her. 5 years you kill yourself, right? 5 years you drove yourself crazy. Why they block the shidduch? Why they that? You don't know. Didn't happen. Letova. Tova.
Beniki.
Always. Always. So that will help you not to hold grudge against people and not to seek for revenge. You don't know what's going on. Hashem knows what's going on. And it goes on and on at life, right? You wanted to buy a house, a certain house, okay? You were all on the verge of buying, somebody else came over, beat you, and he bought the house. And you get upset, and the broker, and the owner, and this and that. If somebody will come to me and say, leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Not for you.
Why should I leave it alone? Oh, yeah, Habibi. Hashem knows what he's doing. Leave it alone. Who's his lose? As the officer, Shabbat. What? No, it's working. Good, very good. Why? Pithom you see that the house that they bought had the problem. And from the moment that they got into this house, all their life turned upside down. Meaning Hashem didn't want you on this house. He knew something is wrong there. That's not for you. So Hashem sent other people that deserve it, overbid, take this house, throw him out, right? And you don't know that.
Yes.
Nah,
Hashem did yes.
I call it over. Everything is for the good. As long as we know that. So if you know that, on whom you're gonna get upset?
Nobody.
Huh?
Nobody.
Nobody. Huh? Whatever Hashem does, everything is for the good. Come on. Why this? Don't ask any question. Something good will come out. Can we adopt something like that? Huh?
With
Serious
pleasure.
level of bitachon.
What is it?
Serious level of bitachon.
No. וזהו דרכם של זרע ישראל. If a person don't want to be mochel, the Rambam saying now,
Question.
very tough things. Very tough.
If he's coming from Jewish people.
Yes. כן, וליבם הנכון. He said every Jew has a soft heart. He wants to be mochel. That's a Jewish way of life. If a person having a problem with this, אבל עובדי כוכבים ערלי לב. The heart is what? מה זה ערל? Like a baby that didn't do a perit, we call them ערל. Meaning is they still have the skin over it. They don't care, they have a heart of a stone. And they will never forgive, never forget. אלא עברתן שמורה לנצח. They're going to remember you forever, he says. A goy is not able to forgive.
How they live?
I don't know.
Such a burden.
וכן הוא אומר על הגבעונים. לפי שלא מחלו ולא נתפייסו והגבעונים לא בבני ישראל המה. It was a nation called Givonim, and they wanted to join Am Israel, like to convert and so on. And the Rambam says they don't know how to give, how to forgive, how to forget. They're not Jews. They're not Jews. So it's very, very, our way of life is to be peaceful all the time. Don't get angry. Don't attack this. If somebody did something to you right away, that's why we're saying on Kriyat Shema al Hamita every night. הריני מוחל ושונא. So how can you say it while you're not mochel? No.
Rabbi, sorry, most of these people have family problems, like inside problems. That's why they can't forgive, or right?
We have to forgive somehow.
Yes, but these people, I see that they have some kind of inside problems.
Okay. So since Great Neck is very close to LIJ, not too far away. No?
They can do shortcuts, Rabbi.
You can walk.
Actually, these people are in Israel.
A little far.
There is a place in Bat Yam called Abarbanel. They should go there. Huh? Yeah. It's a mental home. י"א, החוטא לחברו. If somebody did something bad to a friend, and the friend passed away before he had a chance to say mechil, that's something very terrible. מביא 10 בני אדם. You need to bring 10 people now. Go to the grave. ומעמידם על קברו. You go into the grave of a person. ויאמר בפניהם, now you have to say in front of the 10 people, חטאתי להשם אלוקי ישראל. First of all, I sin to Hashem. ולפלוני זה, and to the person who is laying over here in the grave, שכך וכך עשיתי לו. I did to him this. You have to specify what you did. You have to specify what you did. But if a person will see you and say, who do you talking to? To the store? No. The moment that he bring 10 people to the cemetery, they're releasing the neshama. They say, go down, okay? He has something to tell you. Yeah. ואם היה חייב לו ממון, now he says, I owe him money. How can I give it back? You go to the kids, the kids who are inherents, you come and say, I owe you, father, money. They don't know him. He coming and say, that's what I owe, this, take it from me. Very good. Very good. לא היה יודע, לא יודע. They're looking for people to a family that can take whatever he left, or he doesn't have any family. Nobody come to claim him. but I have money but not enough. What should I do? You go to the Bedin, and he will say to the Bedin, I I took it without permission and so on and so on. Or he give me loan, he gave me. I didn't give it back in time, and now I don't know to give it to. The Bedin will take it away. Okay, they will find already what to do with that, and you off the hook. That's how bad it is. So this is between a person to a person. So I'm always saying it, okay? Always saying it. You know, I don't know if I told you once. I told you once. We had a person over here, he was a doctor, he was a resident. He was a resident. So to be close to the hospital, I think he was a resident over here in Bush Memorial. Then it was Bush Memorial. So he got apartment over here. He was, you know, in there isn't there. Yeah. Okay. He was Ashkenazi from South America, but had the accent because interesting accent. But he came to our shul. I said, why don't you go to Ashkenaz shul? You Ashkenazi? He said, no. Also, he said, already from Argentina. I like the Sfaradi. I want to pray here. Okay. So few times I invited them home, Shabbat. He came with his wife and everything. Nice person. Chick Chak, you see, is not from New York. Chick Chak is an outsider. It's an outsider. One day he comes. So he was not that religious, but a little bit less than young Israel. Then, a little bit. And I was, talking to him. He said, okay. One day he came to me and said, "My Chamo, I got a job already. I finished my residency. I have a job." I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to a different hospital, not in the neighborhood." And he left. I said, "Okay, shalom, shalom. Stay in touch." And okay, done. I think it was maybe 12 years after or more than that. My kid has to go through operation, a minor one in his back. And the doctor was operating in a certain hospital in the Five Towns. Okay, so I took my son, we went there. While he's in the operation, and I'm in the waiting room, waiting for them to finish, I see a doctor with a beard, with a black kippah, and somebody told me he is the head of and he's talking to a few students of his. He's going back and forth. He passed by the waiting room. He looks at me and said, "Rabbi Chaimov?" I say, "Yes." "Who are you?" He said, "Nah, don't tell me you don't remember me." I don't know. Are you the Argentina? And I said, yes. Oh, I see that you recognize me. I would never recognize you in the street. Now when I look, now I see it's you. What are you doing here? I said, what am I doing here? That's from your shul. I came over hospital, and slowly, I'm the head of the. Very nice. I told him. Where this came, and the black keeper came for the keeper. Because she had no shield even, no kezait even. He said, oh, don't ask. I said, okay, can you tell me? He says, I told him, he told me, do you have time? I said, my son in the operation, so I'm waiting. He said, okay. He sat down, he sent them, he said, okay, take a break. The doctors, the other, he sent them away. He said, he said, you know, I'm a Jew from Argentina. I didn't know the laws. So when I saw a patient suffering and he's on the machine, I said, why should he suffer in his skin? He said, I used to come, pull the plug out. He said, I felt I'm doing chesed. He said, okay. And it went okay. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. And he said, until one time he says, I didn't know. I pulled the plug away from a Jew. He pulled the plug and he died. He said, okay. After 2 or 3 days, I went home. I'm going to sleep. The patient came to me in my dream. He said, I came to take you. You destroyed my life. Why destroyed your life? What did I do? He said, according to the bedding upstairs, in order to erase all my avonot, I had to stay on the machine 2 more days. You cut me off from the machine. Now the bedding are saying, we wanted, but this guy did what he is not supposed to do. I mean, they were אוכל you, וזה אוי ואבוי. He woke up. He woke up. I said, okay. Probably it was a bad dream. Next night, the same person again. He said, don't think for a second that this is illusions over here. I came, I'm not going to leave you alone. This is the last time I'm coming. And he disappeared. Now he had a doctor over there in the hospital, a religious one, that used to be once in the yeshiva. He said, right away, I ran to him, I told him, listen, Habibi, help me over here, I don't know what happened. And he told him the whole story. He said, Opa, we have to get 10 people. We have to find out where it is buried. He told them what to do. And you're going to go to the grave, okay? So he went to the yeshiva, I think it was the yeshiva Shar Yashuv. He took 10 Avraham there. They went to the grave. They found out where it's buried. And the doctor, with all his have to say, I'm sorry, I cut you off, this and this and this. And this guy told them that's not going to be enough. You have to do the tshuva, so it will be on his account. He said from then on, and the doctor told me, come, I'll be your Buta, I'll teach you. I'll teach you. He said, in the hospital, we found time. Okay, we went to the lounge of the doctors, and he pulled out 2 books. He gave me 1 book, and we started. So I said, then whatever you gave speeches over here came back to me all the time. He said, Peter, everything came out, and said, so I decided I'm going all the way. And that's what happened. I told her, and your wife, he told me, he said, you're not going to recognize her. She's going kaka. I said, oh, I know what. I said, it's your clothes outside. You know, became something else. You see, but he had to go to the grave to ask mechila from the person, okay? I told him, he came back, he says, yes. He came back, he says, now you can rest in peace. He said, now I'm in my place, okay, after this, okay, after what you did, now I'm not going to touch you anymore. No, we are man of opinion.
But if this is a woman who did something to a person that passed away, the woman
No,
also
same thing.
takes 10 men.
10 men, and she goes on the grave, and she has to say sorry, and she has to accept upon herself. Tshuva. Because according to the Torah, it's a murder.
No, I mean not to unplug.
Ah,
Maybe she did something to another person. Maybe she took something, and now this
same thing.
person-
Same thing. Man and woman in this aspect are the same. Okay, we're going to the next parak. It's a long one. People think, you know, I will come over here and say, Chatanu lefanecha. גמרנו, I'm clean.
No,
What do you think this is a joke for me? It's not so pashut, not so simple. הלוואי it was so simple, but it's not. But it's not. כל אחד ואחד מבני האדם, every person, every Jew, יש לו זכויות ויש לו עוונות. There is no person that he has only עוונות and no זכויות. And there is no person that have only זכויות without עוונות. There is no such a thing. מי שזכויותיו יתרות על עוונותיו, צדיק. If the זכויות is more than the עוונות, you צדיק. Yes. The scale, ככה. Okay, you're tzaddik. This one will offset that one. ומי שעוונותיו מרובות על זכויותיו, the עוונות is more than the זכויות, is רשע. That's רשע. מחצה למחצה, you take this and you take this cup. Please, give me this cup. You see this? Same, equal. עוונות, זכויות, בינוני. Medium. You size medium. Okay. What we're going to do now? What we're going to do? וכן המדינה. Now it goes also by the state. אם היו זכויות כל יושביה מרובות על עוונותיהם, הרי זאת צדקת. The country is tzadikim. Why there is more people that have zechuyot than the, no.
It's like Jews live together.
Yeah.
They base you off the community.
ואם היו עוונותיהם מרובים, זו רשעה. Don't live there because they're mostly over here רשעים. וכן כל העולם כולו. So meaning when Hashem starting to judge בראש השנה, first he's starting with the world, how the world is doing. Then he's going to the what? To the
Place to play.
countries to see how they doing. And then he's going to nice tune here. Just we have to bring this up. Okay. So Hashem judged the world, then the country, and then every person. Every person. So you'll be surprised that Hashem he created the religion, even when the goyim they have, if they go into church and all this, they are different than the people who do not go. They are different. Only the Muslims don't. They are not exemplary. They are animals. They're Pirei Adam. They can say Allahu Akbar 55 times a day, and they're going to kill you with a smile on the face. Okay? Yeah. The Christians are not like. They now inside, after all, go years ago. But the church and everything else, it's keeping the fire very low.
Idol.
Ah,
Even though it's idol.
what do you mean?
Idol work.
Yeah. As long as you have some religions or social, you have some boundaries. Yeah. Adam שעוונותיו מרובין על זכויותיו, if a person have more avonot, he has much more sins than mitzvot, miyad הוא מת ברשעו. This Rambam is very much difficult. He says miyad met berish'o. Meaning he is dying right away. Hashem said, this year you have to die. We see so many Reshaim, they doing whatever they want, and then nothing happened. What the Rambam saying? Hashem is saying, listen to me. You already on what? You already sentenced to death. Now I have to pay you somehow, right? So now, from the few mitzvot that you did, this will keep you alive now, right? Just to pay what we owe you for the mitzvot that you did. If you came once to shul, If once in a while he put the in or this and that, Hashem said, okay, this we have to pay him, right? But he's already considered on the computer there
Dead man walking.
dead. Now he's eating the what?
Zevir.
Yes, that's all. When it will be finished, done, and now is empty totally.
Unless he does Teshuva.
Oh, no. Meaning while you're eating your zechuyot,
You still can come.
yes, yes,
Big gift.
yes, yeah. וכן מדינה שעוונותיה מרובים, מיד היא עובדת. Even a state, a country that you have so many avonot. Tell me, how many nations were here that they're not here anymore? A time will come and that's it. Bye-bye. Why Hashem decided on Rosh Hashanah? They did few things, you know. I have to pay them back and yalla. Okay. וכן כל העולם כולו. וכן כל העולם כולו. כן. ושיקול זה אינו לפי מניין הזכויות והעוונות, אלא לפי גודלן. It's not quantity, it's quality. A person can make few mitzvot, but they're so big, right, that they can eat all other small mitzvot. Depends on the circumstances. And that's why I'm saying to you all the time. Who knows the mitzvot that they kept in Russia, right? How many mitzvot we have to do over here in order to get to the level of the people who came out of it. That's why I get very upset when they underestimate it. I get very upset. Because look what the Rambam said. לא לפי המניין, not according to the quantity.
I need to recharge the battery.
Yeah, everything died. Meaning that was empty.
Oh, see? No. Read the battery.
לילה טוב.
Он работает.
לילה טוב. או. לילה טוב, he says. So, יש זכות שהיא כנגד כמה עוונות. person
Rabbi, we don't hear Rabbi.
מה אתה אומר? ברצינות?
Late ignition.
אוקיי. אוקיי. Okay. So now, let's say a person donated a kidney to somebody else. Not that observant, but at least, he gave a kidney to someone to keep him alive. Can you put it on the scale? I don't think so. Right? So we can never judge which mitzvah is big, which one is, what's the quality of the mitzvah, we will never know. Only Hashem. Only Hashem. So you can never judge a person that is not that religion, not that religious, but he is be'emet. Who knows what he is doing, the mitzvot that he does, Example, I have a person that every time that there is achnasat kala, and he's not that religious, not. He called me up, he says, well, whatever you have this, you call me up, I'll cover everything. Okay, he came to my house, he sound checked. He gave me a check, $9,000. More, God, take. I look at him as a kippah. Well, you will never think that that's what this man is doing. He said, if they orphan or they don't have abilities or that, you give me a call. And don't say who give it. No.
Big.
Huh?
Very big.
Yeah. Behind the scene, he is helping to build another home for the Jewish people. So all the children, they will come there, and the grandchildren there. He has, interest, right? He has interest in this. So can you judge it? We can never judge. So my advice is every person will look at himself. What am I doing okay? What I'm not okay yet? The other people, let them deal with themselves. Okay? We'll continue. We have a lot to talk about this. So I'm still, there is, I tell you, Prakim, we have 10 Prakim. We only in the third one. We have 7 more Prakim to go.
If they go give the kidney to a Jew, we'll get the stuff for him.
Of course. We'll get some.
What about to a goy?
Huh?
No, you don't give the boy, do you? The Jew cannot give the
That's not a mitzvah.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
Have a good night, everybody. Shabbat shalom. I'll see you Motzai Shabbat.
Rabbi, you want to
Thank you,
say
Shabbat Shalom.
Mazal Tov?
To whom?
Engagement.
Who?
If you want, my cousin, Moshe daughter.
Who?
Moshe daughter, my uncle.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, I take you.
Mazal tov
Yeah.
v'siman tov. Shabbat shalom to everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
And now
Shalom, Rabbi.
Motzai.
Shalom, Rabbi. Mazal Tov, Mazal
Shalom
Tov.
Aleichem. How are you?
Shalom, shalom.
Mazal tov. Mazal tov v'siman tov.
Amen, amen. Thank you. Thanks so much, Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
בשורות טובות, תמיד בשורות טובות, all the time בשורות טובות.
Amen, amen. Thanks so much, Rabbi. Thank you. Shalom.
Thank you.